Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to create your 3D model to find the surface area. And so here we have the net of a triangular prism with all the measures, and I gotta show you the material. So we have cardstock, square set, a ruler, scissors, a hole punch or hole puncher, and pencil or compass, eraser if needed, some glue, and a piece of yarn. Okay, now we gotta draw the net on the cardstock so we can cut it out later. So it's important to use these two tools, okay, the square set and the ruler, and because we can make parallel lines and they are going to look neat. Okay, so I gotta grab my ruler here, and if you notice the measures are 5.44 centimeters and 5.4 centimeters more. So gotta grab my ruler. If you do the addition, these add up to 14.8 centimeters. Okay, so 15 rulers is going to work perfect for you. So gotta start and make the whole line 14.8. okay, now you gotta grab and mark the points. Okay, so from 0 to 5.4, it's here, 5.4. okay, now gotta put the 0 there and measure 4 centimeters because the middle of the rectangle in the middle is 4 centimeters. So I gotta put it here, 4. Then we end up with 5.4 here. Okay, now you gotta grab the square set and you need to line up one of the square set. Okay, once it's lined up, we gotta draw a line. Okay, maybe it's not exact the same measure that we have here, 7 centimeters. That's why I gotta grab my ruler again and draw the 7 centimeters, which is exactly here. Okay, look, so we just need a little bit more. Okay, so it's 7 here. Now again, you gotta grab the ruler, the square set and the ruler, line that up. Okay, gotta make it here, sorry, because it needs to start with a 0. Put it here and going up, just like sliding. Now once you're there, 14.0, sorry, 14.8, because that's the measure. Okay, now we can join these two sides. Okay, and with these marks that I left before, I need to line up the square set with the other square set. I gotta make the line, look, and that is going to look neat. So all of them are neat parallel lines. Now to make the triangle here, you notice that the height is 5 centimeters, but first we need to find the middle point. So you gotta grab the compass, okay, and you have to measure that one of the side of the rectangles that is in the middle, like this. Okay, this side. Once you measure this side with the compass, you gotta draw an arc. Sorry, I moved. Okay, you gotta move it. 1. Now you put the metallic part on the other side, on the other part, and draw the other arc. Now you gotta do the same here. One, put it here. Two. You have to make sure that it measures the same. If you notice, it measures the same because this side is the same as this side. It measures, they both measure the same. Okay. Now you gotta grab your square set again, and you gotta draw a line. You gotta draw a line here. Just line up. This is very important. Always line up if you're going to use a square set, and then draw the line. Okay. That's 5 centimeters. So I need to measure 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters is here. Okay. And you gotta place a point here. And do the same on the other side. Five. Now, with those marks, you gotta put the pencil and draw the sides of the rectangle. Sorry, the triangle. Here we go. Do the same here. See? So now we have the same exact net. Now we have to cut this out. Once you cut this out, it's gonna look like this. So before making the holes with the hole punch, I gotta show you how to draw the net again on a blank page. On a blank, I wouldn't say blank page. It's gonna be a craft board, okay, like a cardstock paper. So now you gotta put the model here, okay, and with the pencil you're gonna mark all the corners, okay, here, 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 see, so here. I just made a mistake here, so I gotta put the point right here, okay, so you can ignore this part, okay. So now once you have all the points or the marks, you gotta use the ruler and join them, okay. Gotta put it here, gotta jump here as well, okay. All the points. So you're not gonna do it again, right? So we need to think clever, okay. There you go. So now you have to do this before, because now we gotta go ahead and make the holes, okay. Now in this part, I'm going to use a hole punch or hole puncher to make holes near the vertices, okay, or the corners of the prism. But notice that I'm not going to place the hole too close to the edges of the paper, because if they're too close, the paper might tear when you thread the yarn through, okay, and when you're going to pull it out, it's gonna tear, okay. So I'm gonna give you a demonstration. Look, if you notice, the hole is not too close to the edges, okay. Gotta do it here as well, like that. There you go. Now you can fold along the edges. Okay, so I gotta do it here. Okay, and then put it like this. Okay, you can do it. It's better to do it like this because you have a guide. Okay, and then return it. The same here, and return it. Same here. See, and put it there because the model is gonna have to close here. Now you can thread the yarn, okay, like this way. Here. There you go. So if you notice, now you can close it. See? Now it's up to you when it comes to glue this model to the base, to the net. So I prefer to glue this part, to attach it here, because the model is gonna close this way. Because if you do it in this part, like in one of the rectangles, it's gonna close this way. Okay, so but I prefer this one because it looks better. So gotta grab some glue. Okay, just a little, and I'm gonna put it here. Okay, now I gotta glue it here. I'm gonna attach it. And there you go. That's it, guys.